uncontested facts. Women are typically missing from the very conversations and the very work around peace and security that could and should help keep women and girls safe. In fact, only 16% of the 585 peace deals across the world between 1990 and 2010 referenced women. Even fewer included women. For Ikram bin Said, making sure that women's voices are an equal part of such conversations is a matter of both personal and national security, of personal healing and national rebuilding and growth. Please join me in welcoming Ikram bin Said.
Thank you. 4 years ago, on a rainy Tuesday in December, I stood before a room full of students, and instead of beginning a planned lecture on marketing, I told them, I should not be here. Today, I have to be on the street. I walked out. I was shaking with fear, but I felt an inner courage that I had not known before. I also felt in love, like I was going on a date. Actually, it was a date with my country, Tunisia, the country that I had lost to dictatorship for more than 23 years. I joined the crowd in front of the National Labor Union, which was surrounded by the police. The rain was falling around us as we sang the national anthem. If the people want to live, destiny must obey. Never before had its word felt more true, more possible. A few weeks later, I was again on the streets of Tunis with my fellow citizens. My mother, who was watching on TV, called me. Come home, Ikram. The police will kill you. But my sister grabbed the phone from her and said, please stay. Stay there for me, for you, for our generation. I faced the choice between my personal security and hope, and I chose hope. That day, January 14, 2011, dictatorship came to an end in Tunisia, and our dreams came back. But the next day, it was time to get to work, time to make real the promise of January 14, and time to ensure that the women who bravely risked their lives alongside their fathers, brothers, husbands, and sons on the streets of Tunisia would move forward and not backward in the newly democratic Tunisia. I launched Aswat Nissa, Voices of Women, the first and only women's organization in Tunisia that brings together women and men from all walks of life and political beliefs, from left to right, secular to Islamist, to advance and protect the rights of all women. The challenges facing us are many. Almost 50% of Tunisian women have experienced violence. How can we protect them? Too many women could not vote in the last elections because they liked ID cards. How can we represent them? Women in fields and factories are working for almost nothing under horrifying conditions. How can we help them? In short, how do we convince politicians that women's rights are human rights and that expanding opportunities for women is the right thing and the smart thing for Tunisia? Aswat Nissa is fighting to help all people understand that Tunisia's successful democratic transition depends on the full participation of women. We must guarantee that women have a seat at every decision-making table, whether the discussion is about education, health, the economy, or national security. Not just because this is good for women, but because democracy requires the wisdom of a diversity of voices and experiences. We know that defending single mothers, supporting women politicians, combating gender-based violence, reforming our educational system to raise the innovative, entrepreneurial, inclusive children who believe in gender equality, these are not side issues, but essential prescriptions for a stronger, smarter, and fairer Tunisia. Throughout its history, Tunisia has been a leader in our region, banning slavery in 1846, outlawing polygamy, guaranteeing women the right to vote in 1946, guaranteeing the right of abortion and withdrawing all the reservation on the CEDAW. Despite the challenges we still face, I am confident that we can build on this progressive achievements and confident that my decision and the decision of thousands of my fellow Tunisians to live our ordinary lives to the streets 4 years ago was not made in vain. I thank you for your support and very much hope that you will continue to join us in our efforts to make history. Thank you.
Thank you, Ikram.